Even though some of the participants took it very easy in the early stages of this leg, the two Zambians were looking very strong throughout. The first watering point was 35 kilometers from the start and a welcome relief to most.
Awesome, yeah, having fun.
That's this section?
Yeah, bumpy, sandy, wrong tires for sand, but good fun anyway.
Jupiter and Trust continued to stretch their lead, pushing hard.
How's it going?
The field was spread out by this time, with some out on the gravel roads, while others were still getting stuck in the sandy section. There were a few hiccups along the way, like Catherine Evans, who suffered a minor setback with a puncture.
First puncture.
Just before the second watering point, the MTN duo of Trust and Jupiter were leading by 30 minutes. Second was Rory Mackey, about 12 minutes ahead of Jasper Lubnikov and Andrew Johnson. And 6 minutes behind Jasper and Andrew was Ben Burr, currently in 6th place. The MTN guys made it look so easy. Rory was setting a cracking pace in an attempt to minimize the gap between himself, Jupiter and Trust. Not far behind were Mike Weston and the second lady, Peniel Hansen. Andrew Shoesmith stopped at the second water point to restock his water and grab a snack. In the end, the MTN guys, Jupiter and Trust, finished in a very fast time with 4:26.03. Close behind them in third place, Zimbabwean Rory Mackey on his own.
Long and lonely day. And hot. Last couple of hours are very hot.
And fourth, Ben Burr.
That was good. Managed to finish before most of the heat. Lots of sand.
Only the top 10 cyclists finished under 5:32, showing just how tough this 104-kilometer leg was.
Oh, tough. Buggered. Completely. Technical's an understatement. That first section, hammered.
The first woman in was Laura O'Donoghue.
It was tough out there. A bit longer than what we thought, and I suffered the last 10K, so I'm glad to be here.
Terrible.
Of the 33 participants that started, only 3 did not finish. Day 3 and it's marathon time. 42 kilometers starting at the Kingdom Hotel. Following the road out of Zimbabwe and crossing the Victoria Falls Bridge into no man's land before turning back towards Zimbabwe, giving the runners the best view of the mighty Victoria Falls and the Zambezi River below. Zambezi Man athletes were conspicuous in their bright yellow racing bibs. In the marathon, Nkosiyasi Sibanda took an early lead, while the chasing group decided to stick together, preferring to share the pressure of the pacemaking duties between them. Rory Mackey led the marathon for the Zambezi Man competition. In the marathon ladies race, Monica Kativu was leading Rabia Filima by a small margin, with both looking strong and confident. Andrew Johnson and Ben Burr gave it their best, closely followed by Ross O'Donoghue and Owen Green. The half-marathon runners set off. Some of the Zambezi Man competitors selected to do this option instead. For everyone, this part of the route was a highlight, as they ran between the two countries with magnificent Victoria Falls and its deep gorge in the background. Catherine Taruknasha was still managing to enjoy herself after failing to complete the cycle leg. Peniel Hansen looked relaxed and taking it easy. With not a runner in sight, Nkosiyandi Sibanda looked totally comfortable as he raced along the marathon. Monica Kativu could not believe that her lead over Rabia Felima had grown so big so soon. Rory Mackey and Jupiter Namembo looked good throughout. Ross, Owen and Laura were still together and maintaining their rhythm as they passed the 21-kilometer mark. Jacopo D'Amelio from Italy was still looking very good. With a burst of speed, Calvin Pangiso sprinted onto the field, dominating the race to win by 2.5 minutes.
Struggled with the uphills. Yeah, it's going well, eh? Awesome, nice water tables.
Laura and Ross O'Donoghue, together with Owen Green, opted to run together, taking it really easy. Sibanda was still in first, with Kefas Pasipamire and Kurakwashe Shoko in second and third respectively.
Awesome, man. Very good, eh? Up and down. Yeah, no, it's all downhill from here. Should be an easy 12 k's.
In the end, it was Kefas Pasipamire that took line honours in 2:20.39. With fatigue setting in, the runners were sure to take on plenty of water. Jupiter broke away on the uphill, leaving a 45-minute gap between himself, Ross and Owen. Rory Mackey was just under 3 minutes behind him. And Andrew Shoesmith did his first ever half marathon.
Excellent, man. Just the cycling was very tough.
Johan van Niekerk from Namibia did exceptionally well. Rory Park and Quinton Cantley, the Zambians, stuck together all the way. From the Zambezi Man competitors, Rory Mackey sprinted in to win the marathon section, and right behind him was Jupiter Namembo. Owen Green picked up the pace and was set to do a sub-4-hour marathon. Charlie Dutoy from Namibia finished in 3:46 and Ross O'Donoghue in 3:58. Laura O'Donoghue, the First Lady, crossed the finish in 4:14.
The Zambezi Man event, absolutely awesome event. Well supported by the Zambian contingency and obviously the Zimbabweans, and we look forward to seeing some more of the internationals here next year.
Glenn McGregor did very well on his way to the finish. Eric Black looked set to complete the event. Randall and Catherine Evans kept well hydrated as they headed for the finish. And in the end, Jupiter Namembo finished first in a time of 7:35.39, with Rory in second and Trust securing third spot. Laura O'Donoghue won the ladies section, with Peniel Hansen taking second. After a grueling event, the participants sat back and relaxed on a boat trip up the Zambezi, just above the falls. It was a wonderful afternoon on the river, and the African sun finally set on a successful event in one of Africa's greatest paradises.
Come and visit Big Falls. It's wild, wet, and a hell of a lot of fun.
That wraps up the first ever Zambezi Man event. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next year.